All right, so at the end of the last demo, I brought in a new asset and I'm leaving it as a smart object. So I just dragged and dropped it. It was a cutout transparent PNG. And then when I puppet warp it, you see what happens. It gives it as a smart filter. And the benefit of that is it's going to remember wherever I put these pins, which is going to be really helpful to get realistic movement. And I can even put pins outside of the frame. Okay, so when I hit return, I've got that puppet warp in. Now if I make a duplicate of it, I can do that same thing, edit puppet warp. It's going to have all the same features, but see, it remembers where my pins are. So now I can start moving it on my own. And I've got to pivot him believably so that he can get his mouth around my creature. So I'm kind of working backwards here. And just like the regular warp tool, I don't want to move too much at any one time, because I want to keep it believable. So you can see I've got his mouth closer and closer. And I'll make a duplicate each time, right? I can also move my creature, my little scared creature here. I can start to move him down below. My dinosaur, right? So there can be an overlap. Let's see, what else do I need? And the overlay is fine, but the textures here should still be behind my creature. That's tricky. But I want them to be on top of the dinosaur as well. Oh, where's my dinosaur? There he is. So how can I do that? Well, I can make a duplicate of my creature and put him in both places, both in front of the textures and below. Right. That's getting a little confusing, but we'll see. See what we can do with that. Now, why might I need to do that? Well, so that I can have his ear, in one place while the rest of him is at another place. So let me see. This is what I want to erase away from. So it looks like he's grabbing his head, right? All right, and now I'm actually even going to blur this guy a little bit. Let's see if it allows me to do that as a smart layer. It's Gaussian blur. Not very much, but just so he's not quite as sharp as he was. Okay. Which is ironic because I sharpened him before, now I'm blurring him to match the environment. And let's turn off the other dinosaur. So this is a pretty important frame. It should move pretty quickly. And I got to change the rain. So I don't remember if I had already or not. And let's put it all together. So this is now my topmost layer. hold down Option, Layer, Merge Visible, Command A, Command C, go to my stage, Command V. There he goes, he strikes. Boom. Pretty effective. Now, so what's the only thing I don't like about that? It's the frame before. So I don't think I want my character in the exact same position when he strikes. So let me go back, keep that frame, but go with the position before. Let's use this one. Put him in that, oops, let's put him in that place. It's perfect, he's kind of wincing. He's going to look back and forth a few times. And we're going to change the dinosaur out. Turn the other one on. And then I'm going to fix this little thing I didn't like so much. I'm going to duplicate that from the driftwood. I'm being really picky here, but it's going to bug me. Move that above the dinosaur layer. There we go. Maybe soften out its edge a little bit. This is why, animation can take so long, scrutinizing all these little things. All right, that looks more believable. And then let's just take the opacity on this one down just a little bit. Now the problem is he really needs a shadow as well. So annoying. All these things that happen. So let's do it this way. Let's redo this frame quickly by putting the shadow in, and I can do that simply by keeping the shadow from my dinosaur layer, but erasing the dinosaur from it as an asset. Like so. And then turning off my new guy, who I'll label orange, turning on the ones from before, like so. And then bringing it over as a new layer. It's a little adjustment, so there's more of a shadow underneath. See that difference? Get rid of this one. But I still don't like that the character doesn't move, so I'm going to change this one now. So you can see what I mean about, trying to be organized about it, knowing what you want. It is complicated. All the things to consider. Yeah, let that shadow get darker. Okay, so now I have to reset the rain. I think it was rain 1. Not going to play with the splashes too much. So there we go. I have that wincing look first. I like that. Option, layer, merge visible, select all, copy, paste. Move it down. Get rid of this one. All right, good. Let's save it there. Let's get my assets back to where I was. And now I can start moving him around. Okay, so where is the creature? He's here and there. All right, now that they're all one thing, this is a new trick. I'm going to select all the layers that are together. So the dinosaur, well, let me puppet warp him quick. Make his jaw go even further down around him. Yummy, yummy. Oh, that looks brutal, doesn't it? All right, very nice. So now that I have him even more, I'm going to merge him with, well, let's make a duplicate of it. Well, you'll see what I do. I'm going to select, by holding down Command, all the different layers that go together. So the creature above and below the dinosaur, so that he has, part of his jaw overlapping and part of it not. And now I'm going to hold down Option and say Layer, Merge Layers, not Merge Visible. But by doing Option, Merge Layers, then I can turn off those assets that created it and just have it all on one layer here. Okay. Then I can move that underneath the texture overlays. There we go. And I can start animating it from here. So I'm going to mark that a different color. This is what I'm mostly worried about. Number 3. And he's going to start picking him up. So let's see. First thing I'll do with just this one is let's move it a little bit. Let's just warp the whole thing a little bit. So he's going to shake the head back a little and move his back up. Like so. Okay, and now I'm going to change the rain. I'm just going to keep it pretty simple now. Hold down Option, Layer, Merge Visible. Up. Got to do it on the topmost because I have all these transparent ones. Option, Layer, Merge Visible. Select all, Command C, paste in. Oh, but the shadow's not there. Let's go back. Luckily everything's set. I just need to put the shadow in. Deselect. And that's this one. There we go. Let's soften it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and merge that up and combine that with my red layer.